All right, all right, all right. What's up, folks? What's up, man? I'm be on here for about maybe got a good hour in me before I got to go get my kids. But I want to talk about Tank Davis and the rest of the American boxers and what has been the Achilles heels or the kryptonite, it seems to be, of every American fighter. And that is the woman and the PUSSY. Almost like the USSR or the US of A, it is the PUSSY. And for the fans, it is the fighters DI, and you know the rest for these fans. You know, that's the Achilles heels for a lot of these fans who are fanboys. But going into this one, man, it seems as if what can railroad a fighter who can be undefeated is that pretty young tender outside that ring. Usually they find them in a club. Usually they find them in a strip club. Usually they find them walking a whole stroll. Usually they'll find them with some other dude. And when they advance their paychecks and flossing to a young seeking tenderoni, and your money is flaunted more than who they're with, they will clearly jump from one nut sack to the other. They like Tarzan bitch. I think her name Melania Trump or some shit. Yeah, Tarzan bitch name was Melania. They like that. And they will swing from nut sack to goddamn nut sack. And you know, over the course of history, it seems to be that none of the male fighters can defeat this because none of them are players. They don't teach this in the gym. So it came from a time where fighters were taught all this shit, and where fighters were players. A lot of the old fighters who work for things, like, you know, now everybody cry about the black fighter going through this and the black fighter going, no, the old school black fighters didn't deal with that shit. The women love them motherfuckers. Women love them, even white women. When they say you couldn't have one, Jack Johnson didn't give a shit. And there wasn't no hole in there going in, taking your money and having you to do this and that, and you ready to knock yourself off and shit like that, or you know, do things and get yourself incarcerated. Now, it wasn't until the 80s start to come about, because you got a number of fighters that have lost their freedom over them putting their hands, losing their mind on these young ladies, and law enforcement not putting up with any of that shit. And then while these fools sit and waste away in jail, the women go on and continue to do with what you had initially been pissed off at. This shit is crazy when you're watching these dudes. So now Tank Davis is on the run with little midget legs, trying to run from the goddamn law. Man, he already set a dragnet up on this fool, man. His legs is as short as Tyrannosaurus Rex arms and shit. They don't catch Tank Davis' ass, man. This ain't no damn square circle. Ain't no moving around and utilizing footwork and getting away from the cops and hiding in trash cans and all that other shit. They gonna find your dumb ass. Now, the only thing, if Tank, I hope Tank ain't playing hide and seek with the damn police. And the fool may be on vacation somewhere, and that's why they can't find him. They send the marshals at them. But it sounds like this fool's in here hiding. He on some Ray Carruth ass shit, hiding in the trunk of a car or something. Give me one second. Let me hit Deuce Times back. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. I gotta see. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see. We got the family having something, so we may be in LA. But I got a game. My kid got a game, so I'm probably going to LA late. Let me see, because I do want to see everybody. I do want to see everybody. I love that. Like, we having something for bring everybody together. I would definitely love to come out there. But so going back into this one, man, with Tank Davis in here hiding away and shit, trying to escape the police after running into a strip club with a broad that was a stripper. So Tank Davis done found this woman, rescued her from the strip club pole, put her in the mansion, was taking care of her, and said, girl, I'm about to get all this money. Jake Paul about to pay me. I'm about to have this and that, and I'm going to buy you the world, girl. And I'm going to do all this and that. You can leave everybody else you been with. I'm Tank Davis. I'm an American boxer. Ooh, he's an American boxer, girl. He's a certified sucker. I got about 10 of these damn kids. They daddy ain't around. I'm gonna get this motherfucker to sign all of them up for his life insurance policy. So that's exactly what Tank did. And when Tank Davis lost his mind on this girl because she wanted to be a whore, he couldn't save her. She had to be for the streets. And the pole was calling her. So she ran back to the club. And Tank Davis happened to get word that this girl was swirling around on the pole. He went in there and flipped out like he flipped out on this girl at that damn celebrity basketball game. Losing his goddamn mind. These girls want to be in the streets, man. You can't slow that shit down. You can't slow Tank be falling in love with these hoes. It's an American boxing thing, man. I don't know, man. They may need to bring a coach in to teach these motherfuckers the one specialty and the art of boxing they ain't never learned. And that's how to be a goddamn player. See that, and then everything's been eliminated. So by the time Jack Johnson and Ali and them went through, they knew how to deal with the women. Then it came to a passage about, I don't know when this shit started happening, maybe about the 80s or some shit, when the dudes lost their way because the cocaine wave passed into a crack wave, and then they lost it. So in my time, the first person I knew that got hit with this sucker shit, and there may have been a number of other American fighters, but it was Mike Tyson. At the Mike Tyson went seeking, out of all the bitches been around, he could have fucked with one of Costamado granddaughters and shit. Hell, you should have fucked Teddy Atlas, damn, whatever the girl was, the fool county pulled a gun on you. You should have wiped that up. This fool went after Robin Givens at the scene the whole on TV. And then flew all the way across the country with his old goofy ass talking voice back then and tried to scoop her. And he came in there leading with his wallet. And the girl was trained by the trainer of gold digging pageant whores, her mother. Her mother taught her be a gold digger pageant winner, and Tyson fell in love with it and got taken to the ringers. And then, so when Mike Tyson find out his girl in there tooting her ass up and getting booted by motherfucking, what's that fool name? What's that fool? Brad Pitt, I think he said, was knocking Robin Givens down. He knocked on the door. Robin then changed the keys to his goddamn house, changed the locks to his own house. He peeped through a window and saw motherfucking Brad Pitt going balls deep up in her shit. That nigga hopped in his car and drove that motherfucker to a tree. Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, tried to kill himself over some Robin Givens poo nanny. And that's when I was tripping, like, man, how do a motherfucker do some shit like that? As a kid, I was tripping. When the reports came out, I was like hoping maybe he lost control. They said that fool deliberately drove that shit because it drove him insane to see his woman being slaughtered by a little noodle-looking motherfucker, a little skinny, scrawny dweeb that Mike Tyson probably would have knocked to Kingdom Come. In there running through goddamn Robin Givens, left her loose for motherfucking Mike Tyson, told her to dish it. These fools is disappointments. These fools are total disappointments out here. They go through all this boxing training, and I think the one essential thing that the trainers are missing is teaching them how to deal with the damn gold digger. They need to bring me in because I have mastered the art of this shit. Ain't no goddamn way I'm about to F myself. And then I look at Charlo's situation, and I gotta unsubscribe from his lady because she eye candy and shit, but I can't take it looking at the fact this chick is in the goddamn club shaking people bottles in the air, celebrating that they done brought a bottle from the fucking club. Like, what kind of delusional fucking shit is going on with the chicks that these fools place on a goddamn pedestal? This chick done left a mansion. That's how you know these boxers ain't shit. They ain't shit. They got all this money leading with that shit, and it ain't enough to satisfy these bras. These bras don't give two shits about them. I watched go down. Shane Mosley go down from that shit. fall in love, got him a little trophy little broad and shit, made her his manager. Because that's why I start seeing in the, well, that'd be the late 90s, early 2000s, was the boxers that start finding chicks, falling in love with them, and then turning the chicks into their managers. And then these chicks will divorce these fools and take all that shit. I think that shit happened to Chris Bird. That shit happened to fucking Shane Mosley. And they got taken through the ringer by these chicks. And they own all, down there, almost all they shit. They need to bring me into camp, man. Anytime you fighters about going to camp, y'all need to fucking call me, man. You can hit me through Instagram or send me a goddamn through the chat on this motherfucker. You can put my number out there. Once you pass the evaluation, then I'll be part of the team. But I gotta teach you motherfuckers on how to stop being suckers and falling victim to your freedom being taken. And now you're in there running away from the cops like Tank Davis, hiding away in the trash can somewhere or in the goddamn car trunk. I mean, these fools are going out like suckers, homie. And then you go into this shit where you watch the shit with Dev play out, where he go from can't no white fighter beat him to a white woman to kick his ass. Can't no white fighter whoop his ass. Now a Taz Angel white girl that took him through the ringer and shit to find out he won $100,000 bag back from, what the fuck is any chick buying I wouldn't give a fuck if I was Warren Buffett. Ain't no chick getting no goddamn $100,000. I will go to jail over that shit. I will whoop a bitch ass to know she done went somewhere into a store and asked me to buy her a goddamn bag that costs $100,000 when all you gonna do, bitch, you can go to Walmart and get a goddamn bag. You can self-check out with that motherfucker. That's the kind of, man, ain't no goddamn way, man. Motherfuckers out here is stupid. I look at people all day and be like, y'all some of this most sucking. That's why people trip off a way that I have led my life in doing shit. I don't rock with a lot of this old uniformed ass dumb shit that people was on. Like, these fools brought the girl was a bag for $100,000, then put her in a goddamn Mercedes Maybach SUV and shit. Then you look at the old weird fool from the Migos. The Migos and broke all them fools are certified fucking suckers. Thanks somebody put Kai Cenat. I want to talk about that dummy too. He fall in the line with these goddamn boxers too. He probably hang with some of them. But the Migo fool, he ran into old pretty ass Sweet Tea. Ran into her. She bad as fuck, but it's just poo nanny. Fool, you got groupies everywhere. Ain't no way I'm a famous musician and I'm out here tricking when bitches at concerts throwing panties and showing they titties. I'm at the damn meet and greet taking something to fuck. Ain't no way I'm falling in love. You got to be a fucking fool. That fool brought this chick a goddamn Bentley SUV, and when she broke up with him, this fool had the repo man go take the shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing out here, man? Why these chicks is on some high standard? Now, it's one thing that you're gonna always hold a chick to a certain standard and shit, but these fools have made their minds be blown. You can't blame the chicks. I don't blame them. It's these dummies. It ain't the fault. Even looking at the shit with Charlo chick, man, that shit is the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. This broad is in it. She didn't go to the strip club to get motherfucking tips by flashing her cooch. You buy a bottle and she walking to the table doing this shit. Like, what the fuck is you doing, homegirl? Unless she own the club, unless they paying a lot of money. I mean, motherfuckers get money and be on some dumb ass shit. And then so going back into these other, and then you look at the Kai Cenat fool. He get with a broad, place her on a pedestal. She used his platform to blow up for other motherfuckers to see her. And then she move on to, who is she, fucking NBA young boy or some shit? The nigga crazy, blow cigarettes in bitches' face. The bitches love him. I'm telling you, you just be raw with it. And these bras on you. Even I looking at Floyd daughter talking about her son, only daddy is fucking is Floyd. And then it was a beautiful reaction I seen when that little baby went to his birthday and he greeted by his cousins. The minute he seen Floyd, he pushed away his little cousins and ran to go hug his granddad and shit. Like, that was beautiful and shit. But she crying because she's saying that what's his name don't spend time with his son. No, he don't want to spend time with you. These bras be on NBA YoungBoy nuts, and NBA YoungBoy treat them like he don't give a fuck. He'll wake up and smoke a cigarette in these bitches' face. Them bitches be all on that nigga nuts because he just raw and crazy. The way you gotta just regular be. Be your goddamn self. These bitches running this fool. They don't care. He got multiple baby mamas. The bitches won't confront him. They gonna address each other. And he contained that. Then you look at the broad, the motherfucking what's the crazy fool fucking Krishan? Blueface. He done got a new bitch. He done cut that broad off. He messing with some other broad and shit like. And then they're going back to the Migo fool. When he broke up with the sweetie chick, then motherfucking YG was fucking her and didn't buy her shit. They could show up with church shoes and high ass socks. Like man, these motherfuckers is weenies, homie. These dudes is weenie the poo ass dudes. Like you shouldn't pay them shit. If I'm a boxing promoter, I'm gonna just give these niggas some hoes. Hey bitches, go milk these motherfuckers. Get my money back. I'll be on some Don King shit with the fighters. Yeah, you want how much? Okay, no problem. Give my send the bitches at them. I'm gonna send my flock of bitches. My shit gonna be Reg Angels at these hoes. Because these fighters are suckers. Then you go into the shit what Wilder just put out. Him falling all in love with that old light-skinned ass chick that Big Baby Miller done landed on. Big Baby Miller, man. Oh no, for the people who don't know Big Baby Miller, y'all follow this boxing shit. He a big brother like me, so that means he a land well. You know, some people try to make a joke one day talking about because the nigga was big and talking about I look like a whale, and I had to tell a motherfucker I'm a land well, mean I land on your girl and get the pounder and shampooing her shit. Shampooing her shit. Let me see. Big Baby Miller. Let me show you the motherfucker try to warn our brother. This motherfucker is Yokozuna with boxing gloves. He was land welling in the middle of Taylor Swift and try to tell this dude, man, don't fall in love with her. She is out here gold digging, bro. But Miller was probably gonna fall in love with her too, unless Miller was just seasoned. He was seasoned with game because he didn't start out as a boxer. He come from the kickboxing world. As you see, I think maybe a difference between the kickboxers and boxers, because I listen to Rampage. Rampage is saying some of the rawest shit to broads. And guess what they do when Rampage say that shit? They giggle. The broads giggle when Rampage says the shit that he says to these broads. He ain't playing the sucker shit, but Brosnan took that fool to the ringer too. So we can't lie about this shit. So this is Big Baby Miller for the folks who don't follow boxing. They just in here watching me say this old crazy shit. That Big Baby Miller was land welling in telly. Big Baby Miller is like the 300-pound boxer that can throw 1,000 punches. So I tell people get caught up on that skinny shit and think that make you a better fighter and this and that. Fighting is not a motherfucking thing of physique, but physique can tell you if a nigga in shape or not. But it doesn't determine you gonna beat a nigga up. But this big motherfucker was in the guts, dropping 300 pounds from the hip down to her motherfucking tilt, knocking her down. So this fool wiped up somebody that'll land well. See, once motherfuckers like me and then the rest of us big dudes get through your girl, we know what we doing. We season cockman and shit. We land well in it. We tearing that thing up. Man, I motherfucking used to do the Shamu shit. I have a whistle in that motherfucker. Blow the whistle and do a flip in that thing. And then her shit be whistling. By the time you get her whole whistling and shit, then left a big ass trench in that motherfucker. So they try to tell this fool, man, listen, homie, Big Baby Miller been hitting that shit. So she letting the big 300-pound motherfucker pound on her, and you only like 210 and shit with a cold right hand. But man, be aware. Don't fall in love with it, man. This motherfucker done signed her only child up for fucking life insurance, changed this shit up, and they did not appreciate the brother. Didn't even appreciate the brother. Then when the homies start losing his fights, here she is running to a diverse attorney, calling the police for a damn a protection order and all this other wild shit. Like our fighters are being defeated by the brawls. Even Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield ran into these issues, man. The brawls broke that fool. Evander at one time owned the biggest house in America. It might have been number one or number two. It's definitely one of the biggest houses in America in Georgia. And then he'll talk all this Christian praying shit. He was like how Drewski doing, talking that how I be saying. Before Drewski dropped that video, everything coming out with everything I be saying after I say it. I'm motherfucking like Nostradamus on this shit. Talking about this religion shit. Drewski make the video that got a lot of people. I don't know if it got people hot like that, but it got some of these fools who are in here milking people hot. But Evander talked all that religious shit and Jesus Christ, this and this and that. And he could not avoid the bad gold digging broad who will play their role and play the fake love and they love you and this and that. What you think a broad gonna act like you picking her up, motherfucker, from a bus stop, taking her to a big ass house, the biggest house in the goddamn country, multiple rooms, settle in, and now her family in there coming every time a damn holiday come up, the end of the month holiday, end of the week, just turning your shit out. And now you can't do nothing. You done got a motherfucking ring on her finger. She can con you. You can't hit none of this shit. And niggas like me been land welling on her ass. And you gotta wait until your marriage to get a piece of it and hooked you in. Then you done bust one and then now a kid on the way and she got you hooked. This fool ain't no telling how many child support Evander was playing. I think that affected the great Evander in the boxing ring as well, being broke by them bras. I forget who brought the house. I think that's the house. I think motherfucker, that's the house Rick Ross live in and shit. Think the house Rick Ross got his Holyfield house. Then even looking at Tyson shit. Tyson had a big, huge ass house that 50 Cent ended up buying. Like, and guess how he lost it? Through broads that end up, the broads mess these dudes up. Some of them so bad they end up on drugs. Then you go over to Adrian Broner. What broke Broner? Broner used to think he was the most player dude walking the planet. The broad broke him, turned him into alcoholism. But his thing doesn't come from just broads being like gold diggers. It's from him also disrespecting the broads, not appreciating them, having kids by multiple chicks who at this point chose to break this fool. And now he's almost scrounging for change. It wouldn't even be surprising if somebody pulled off of a freeway exit and caught AB trying to earn some change, throwing off combinations at a damn street light. It's night like this, I wish, doing all that shit at the goddamn bottom of a freeway exit for some change and shit. Being broken by these badass bras. And now they come into the OnlyFans era. Because these chicks in this era are putting themselves together. They know how to put that shit together. And these young fools who are unseasoned and not properly taught on how to deal with bad broads and the fact you got money coming in, it is a sad, sad situation with these fools. It is sad. And then the bras got it so good that when they leave one motherfucker, they gonna get with the fool in the same industry. You see broad with one fighter one week, and then another fighter, because these other dudes such weenies and shit, they see you with a girl, where than all these other million girls, they gotta have that girl that you done fucked on. You done spit down this broad mouth. You done been able to fucking make her drink your shit. You don't want to go to the toilet. You tell her to open her mouth because she know you got $1 million in your account, and she drink your shit like they go over to Dubai and do with camels and shit. And then another motherfucker sitting here wanting the girl you with. Like, you motherfuckers is stupid. These bras got multiple celebrity kids and shit. And that is one of the most intelligent things that these bras do. A lot of people look at them, oh man, this bitch a whore and she didn't. No, she not. She intelligent. She in the world of suckers. She in the world of suckers, maximizing her benefits and securing retirement. She spend more time with the kids and also hit the streets. Hit the streets when she want, and then find another motherfucker, have you to take her to the events and be eyeing the next motherfucker, finding out what his contract is and this and that, and maxing this deal out, and then they boom, swooping in on this other motherfucker. Then you look at who else? So we got Devin, we got fucking Fury. I mean, not Fury, talking about American fighters. We got tankdavis, who right here on the run and shit. He probably in the trash can. They're gonna find his ass. That fool Dev done fell in this shit. Wilder done fell in this shit. The Charlos, oh my God, my brother Jamal, man, motherfucker, still undefeated. Then lost his mind. His girl in the damn club getting amped up because somebody done brought a bottle to a fucking table. Mike Tyson tried to kill himself. Goddamn Holyfield and lost it all. Chris Bird, goddamn Shane Mosley and shit. I mean, it's bad when you look at this shit. It's bad. Even motherfucking, but Bud didn't lose it like that. But Bud got souped in because he had a broad outside of the one he got all the kids with. But he handled his shit like a player. I ain't gonna throw Bud in that shit. He handled like player. That's why unified champion and shit in multiple divisions. So he knew how to deal with it, stand on shit like a man. He did his shit like NBA YoungBoy. Because the minute you stand up like a man, the bitches be really rocking with that shit. These other dudes who dress partially boy and partially girl, they the ones who get pimped. If you dress partial boy and girl, you more than likely about to get pimped by the Golddigger bitch. When you just raw, you just walk around with t-shirts, gotta do all that. You gotta stay motherfucking fresh. You gotta be dripped the fuck out too. There's nothing wrong with being dripped the fuck out. But you also got to know that you standing in between the lines of you being partially boy girl and you more susceptible to getting your shit maxed out on you. The minute you come out, you got some rawness to you and shit, and you just raw dude, but you fresh with your shit, you safe. That's the minute you safe than a motherfucker. Now, you remember NBA YoungBoy told Floyd girl, that nigga woke up out the bed, look like he just finished fucking her, woke up, got tired of her. Bitch, your daddy ain't shit. Just dissing this girl daddy. They with a cigarette in his mouth. That nigga probably smoking a Primo, high as fuck, in a rage, mad. She's sitting there fucking terrified, but in love with this nigga, loving that shit. And Floyd in there like this nigga, and knowing NBA YoungBoy get his ass beat the fuck up, but he don't give a fuck. And that girl, Yana, less than a week, end up stabbing the damn chick. She almost went to prison for life. Stabbing one of this nigga baby mamas. I like these motherfuckers out here is just stupid, man. And I love using example. Then you go to this Kai Cenat motherfucker. This Kai Cenat motherfucker has got the damn palm of the motherfucking internet in its goddamn hands. Blowing up, making all this money. And what has defeated this dummy? Him wifing a gold digging broad who fell in love with NBA YoungBoy who's blowing cigarette smoke in her goddamn face and then tripping out, losing his mind. He just go through some damn 5150 shit, his brain chemicals imbalance and shit. Then he get the tripping. But he can blow cigarette smoke on a broad and they be in love with him and they don't go nowhere. These other motherfuckers be whining and dining these broads like idiots. Buying them $100,000 purses. Are you fucking out of your mind? You got to be stupid. Agent Math in the building, salute. He says, salute to myself. Velocity Cuss says, he says, psychosomatic says, it's automatic, static. What he says, catatonic, supersonic, bubonic. Yeah, here you go with some rap shit. Bubonic, chronic addict. And that's some corrupt shit right there. Agent Math says, salute, says, started with Tyson. Says, sorry, he says, started with Tyson. Yeah, in the American side, could be some other motherfuckers, but I ain't a boxing historian like that. I got knowledge on old boxing, but I'm not a historian. There may be some historians like blood boxing. We can go back about past era suckers. Now, see, they like I said, they ain't even teaching the boxers how to bob and weave. That's the other reason why these bras hitting them upside their head. The damn trainers ain't teaching defense and shit, so they don't know how to bob and weave. So when they leave practice, they don't know how to do this shit on the streets. Run into a bra, she hit him with a coach purse and shit. Fuckers is stupid out here. Black Cuz says, hey, Cuz says, don't let Loked Out Wednesday says get hijacked. And then I don't know what you got a damn link for and shit. I don't know what the hell you talking about, but we doing our show and shit. Oh, that's a AI shit, man. Y'all know I hate that AI shit. I can't stand no funky ass AI. And then Mirror in the building says, take a sucker. Says, cook this clown. Take a certified sucker, man. Certified. So he done fucked over. What did AJ make? AJ made like What AJ make like $50,000, and then that I mean 50 million. That shit crazy. AJ almost died after making that shit. Like god damn. I feel man. Prayers up for AJ. Man, nigga almost got killed after making all that. Somebody did that shit, but he done took Tank. Maybe that's where Tank at. Tank them popped the wheels on that damn SUV. They can't find that nigga. Tank did that shit. He had to do that shit. It don't make no sense. Food have made damn near $90 million breaking a nigga jaw, and damn got killed. His two homies is gone, and now we can't find Tank. Tank over in Nigeria and shit. He did that shit because AJ took Tank fucking fight day. Tank fucked it off, fucking around with the stripper broad. They better protect that broad. They better have a cop outside her apartment because Tank probably in the trash around that motherfucker. They better go watch Tank. Cause that nigga in charge of kidnapping, all type, just because he dragged the broad, and this is where he don't learn the law. This is why I was saying the other day with that Corey Holcomb shit, and the way they can flip the law on you. They said Tank went in the club, pulled his broad by her hair and her neck. She may got lawsuit against strip club. Where the bouncers at? They let a little 4'1" boxer drag one of their strippers out the club, walk her to the parking lot. I don't know how Tank lost her. That's how Tank can't get away. Brawl in 20-inch heels ran away. Tank grabbed her by her neck and hair. And I guess when he went to go open the door to throw her in that motherfucker, she ran back off into the club and shit in some stiletto heels, and Tank couldn't catch her because his legs are too short. So that broad and got away, called the police, and now this fool about to go to jail. He a damn fugitive and shit. He gonna be jumping off a bridge like Harrison Ford and shit. He gonna be on this Harrison Ford shit trying to get away. They gonna get that fool like Mendora. They gonna come down with the Navy SEALs and the helicopter and scoop take ass up. That nigga try to run away and shit. Oh shit, he better go call Floyd, man. And then he says, man, see, a Tank is a sucker, man. All these American fighters are suckers, man. They going down by sucker. These fools be great, elite. You look in the ring, and what go wrong? It be these dudes with these broads. They fall in love with broads they should just be fucking and keeping it like that. You ain't go up with these broad, man. That's why you gotta find. A lot of these dudes ain't finding that shit. It's hard to find this shit when you got money, homie. And you're a celebrity, famous. That's why you try to establish that shit when you're young. But you don't get, even when you're young, you don't get with the broad that's just on your nuts because you on the team, you the start of school. Because them bitches are chasing at the dollars too with young dudes that they in there being prospectors, forecasting, trying to get this motherfucker ahead. Just looking at what they think the potential is, ain't getting to learn you as a person or none of that shit. That's why a lot of these dudes who find these girls that they athletes, they come out of high school or meet in college, that shit don't last. Once fools wake up and see what's going on. Mark Summers says your kid can miss the game. Says it ain't that serious. Nah, he ain't gonna miss that game and shit. They season just started, and he says Tank took too many punches throughout his career. Nah, Tank ain't been punched on. He ain't fought no goddamn body. Tank ain't been punched on. I doubt if niggas landed 20 punches on Tank. That's how they've been setting career Tank up. Setting Tank career up, man. That motherfucker probably had 30 punches hit him in the head. And then and the DGL says Tank is definitely half retarded. And then Mirror says, God damn, says, how many times you gonna beat us? How many times you gonna beat up bitches? Right. I think he be thinking Floyd signed him up. I think that's what it is. That CTE shit got Tank thinking these the bitches he's supposed to fight or some shit. Yeah, fucking. I think that's what y'all tell the judge. He just confused, Your Honor. My client thought this was an opponent. He thought the bitch was Devin Haney or some shit. Then Agent Mass says, protect your heart at all times. Man, you got to stop being weenies out here, man. These dudes are suckers. They just got to not be suckers, man. It is not that hard. There's no real rhyme or reason to this shit. It is very easy. Lights and Cuss says you see that vid. So you see that vid of KO TV, says on his knees crying. Says these fans are no, hell no. Don't tell me that dude doing that shit. I hope he ain't. I think you just joking. I hope he ain't. If he did some shit like that, I'll go watch it. I'm gonna make a video clowning that dude. I know he was a Tank fan. I don't think he stooped that low with the shit. DGO says the bum better get that sex change operation. Says the beat on bras legally. Yeah, that's what Tank ought to go to court. Say let the judge know what he identify is. Shit. That's what Tank is. Tank the he Clarissa Shields and shit. Yeah, fucking this motherfucker crazy, man. And then Tony Bartlett in the bill says salute to the chat. Agent Matt says the Teddy Atlas niece. Yeah, that's who Tyson should have been better off with. Motherfucking Chase Robin Givens then there killed himself over this shit. Mark Summers says Tyson's girl getting piped by a white man, classic. And then Velocity cuts and they're rolling. And then Mr. T says these nut huggers says are claiming it's all a conspiracy against him. Says she lying, says Jake Paul is lying, says the police are lying. Everybody lying, but the shit on video. He didn't believe they lied. This thing in a club full of goddamn surveillance cameras and shit, watching this dummy just drag this chick out. That's how stupid he is and shit. Then he had a broad made him eat shit. Maybe he got with that little pretty broad. I was proud of Tank when I seen it with that girl, because I seen that girl like a video hitting Instagram or some shit. And I was like, damn, this little broad bad as a motherfucker. Like, damn, she bad. Then it was like a fight Tank had on a Floyd card or some shit. I don't know if he's an undercard. But next thing I know, when I see that chick, Tank got her. I'm like, damn. This nigga Tank them. That's how I like he coming up. I'm like, but when I seen him with that girl, I said, I hope Tank is on some player shit. I hope he on some player shit. Then kind of find out this chick twice done called the police on him. The girl even put baby shit in his toothbrush and shit. And then spit on the damn fool. And he still try to keep the broad crazy. He even got 2 kids out. He met it that, but he did. She got about 10 kids out of me. She's so fine. Them fine chicks. You get a piece of that shit. You just nutting them on purpose, just to let everybody know. Everybody know your damage and shit. Yeah, I done been in this shit, motherfucker. And then Mr. T says when the video drops, says they'll say it's AI for real. Then police done watch this fool drag that chick out. Agent Matt says protect your pockets at all times. Says I can coach them. Says from the females. Join the Patreons. Man, you out here paying for all type of pussy, Agent Matt. What the hell you talking about? You the last one to teach these boxes any goddamn thing. Come on, fucking. What you gonna teach them? How the prices of that shit? Agent Matt gonna teach these boxes. You gotta lower your prices, man. You gotta get you some lower standard bitches. All right, let me chill over the homie Asian. Mr. T says he's under AI's bed. And then Mark Summers says that's what Kai Sanat girl did too. Says she asked him for a car and expensive bag. Kai Sanat a sucker, homie. You're just seeing that content, man. He act too kiddie. He don't act player at all. He's bringing bad bitches on. Them bitches can be certified whores, and they can be that shit because they like this little motherfucker ain't about to be trying to fuck on us. And then people didn't believe that he liked bras and shit. He probably one of them still immature, think bras got cooties and shit. Black Cuss says fact, says they need a Rachel Dornaire, says or Monica Bradley says to hold it down. Yeah, these fools ain't finding that shit. They're getting bras who love to sit in front of the mirror and shit for 30 minutes just to get ready, just to be considered pretty. This other thing, like for me, man, I like natural ass bras. This is the one thing that can break, not say break me, but make me be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look out for this bra. I don't want no bra that's in front of the mirror. You go in the house, there's 100,000 fucking hair products, makeup products every fucking wear, hair all throughout the sink. But it ain't her hair. It's from some old weave she done brought or some goddamn wig up in that motherfucker. I don't want none of that shit. Them bitches may know how to put that shit on and they know how to take it off. I like them old natural broads that don't really touch makeup, do shit to their hair. They be so bad, they ain't even got to do shit with their motherfucking hair. They can be on some nappy shit. Matter of fact, some broads be so bad, they can cut that shit off. Just be natural. A lot of bras ain't touching that natural shit. They gotta go get vanity, dolled the fuck up, do all that unnecessary makeup shit, spend 30 hours in the damn mirror, gotta do all this maintenance shit they be talking about to themselves that these niggas be paying for. All of a natural bra, she'll go get her motherfucking know her little balances on that pH shit, know how to clean her shit, know her woman hygiene, know how to keep her fucking nails, fingers, and feet right, her hygiene right, know how to put shit on, and just natural with the shit. Them the best bras to ever fuck with. And they be so down to earth. They ain't with all this other little shit because they competing out here. These fools find the wrong broads, homie. It's just simple as that. And then you bring them into mansions and shit. You think you about to get rid of them bras, and then them bras be around some of these motherfuckers. They out here in the street doing all type of shit. Them bras is very susceptible to trying to set you up and shit. Because they deal with some old Tinder dick motherfucker that they can just have at the snap of their finger. And this is why a lot of dudes get their heads knocked off out here. And then Asian Man says thought he brought her a Lambo. Says maybe it was made by shaking my head. And then Fresh BX says Floyd said the Floyd was another motherfucker that got caught up in that shit. Don't forget Floyd was on that sucker shit too. That shit sent his ass to jail. Forgot about that shit. He almost got hit with that shit. The American Fighter and the Pooh Nanny is a motherfucker. Even the great Floyd got caught up with that shit. People forget that shit. That nigga Floyd was gone from boxing for 2 years. He faked the damn retirement. No, that nigga was in jail. He was in jail doing 1,000 push-ups from his cell. And then and the First BX says Floyd said the same thing, says about buying a joint bag, says until he ran it up. Says nigga talk different, says when that bag different. Shit. Floyd did all that bag buying shit, then that damn Miss Jackson chick left him. She left for a nigga with less money than him. Nelly. Who then left her and got back with the chick he should have been fucking with the whole time, Ashanti. That motherfucker Floyd brought that girl, Miss Jackson, whatever her name, all type of shit. When he used to show that shit on Fight Hype. And then 24/7. That girl got a big ass closet the size of a house. He buying all this shit, holding her on a pedestal, and then she ended up bouncing on that fool. That motherfucker came back and emptied out all her shit. He emptied all her shit. That fool, man, he probably spent about $500,000 in buying bitches purses and clothes and shit. And then Mark Summers says, Repo Man says he couldn't even afford, says what he's spending on this girl. And then Mr. T says she mad because she has to share. She mad because she has to share, but she chose to. I think he talking about the NBA young boy chicks. Man, they be had them girls going wild. That motherfucker Anthony Jones said what is that? The DeJounte Murray says 6'5", worth 140 million. Says can have any chick, says he wants, says, and he out here simping over NBA young boys. Baby mama says these athletes says be lame and weird, says with no game. Man, these motherfuckers weird. They want girls who them been ran through. They want motherfucker who was you fucking? I like, man, some people got some homoerotic shit going on with them and shit. Like you was fucking with him, NBA young boy. Man, I want to walk around so you be known as NBA young boy, baby mama. Yeah, that make my status really uptight. I'm with NBA young boy, baby mama. Motherfuckers is crazy. Ain't no motherfucking way, man. We in public. You walk ahead of me. I'm acting like I ain't with you. I just want to hit. And then Asian Man says he's married also. And then you even had the damn fool, the girl talking shit about the damn Migo dude, Cardi B dude. She in there talking about where she showed a picture, had him passed out, and then I think she on the show talking shit about the fool. Like these fools is way the fuck out. They got no game and ain't running shit. Ain't no way I'm a millionaire in a bra running any fucking thing. Ain't no fucking way. Hell fucking no. Hell no, these fools out here be begging these bras. Bitch, if you don't want to fuck, you don't want the shit. Let's move on. Glad I'm like that. I'm glad. I thank God, the real God, not this shit they teach y'all in church. That I thank the real God that for making me like this. And then Mr. T says marry her, got her pregnant, says, and she ended up going back to NBA Young Boy, says her first baby father, says concert. And he says NBA dude says love leftovers. Yeah, these fools weird, man. These fools weird, man. And he says Miller new ball says she was says Miller new ball says she was for the damn I can't read your shit. Says Miller new ball says she was for a lay, says not a stay. Wait, who the hell is Miller? I'm lost on who Miller is. And then First BX says, Chrissy Louis Vuitton says, because I walk in the blood of Jesus. Talking about that fucking Drewski shit. That fool is stupid as fuck. He all floating in the air and shit, back there counting money. That shit was funny when that motherfucking that dude ran over to his road. This compared, they used to say the pastor always driving a new Cadillac. Now they done elevated, he in a Rolls Royce. That dude ran over, ran over the axle. Drewski skits be funny as fuck. That nigga put his hands on the car. He looking like, hey, man, get your goddamn hands off my. And then he said, hey, did you pay your tithes? He said, no, sir, I'm going through some shit. And he said, hey, get the fuck away from me. And then he threw or spit some shit at him and smashed off. That shit was funny as fuck. Because that's how them fools be. I can't rock with these motherfuckers at all, man. Ain't no fucking way. And a lot of people recognize this Christianity shit. And y'all hear more of it after hearing me say that shit that I said like 2 weeks ago. Or I've been saying for a long time. I just don't get by in the concepts of that shit, especially from us as black folks learning their aspects of Christianity and shit, or just having our own spirituality. Because I think the black church is necessary. I like the way the the music that come out of black church, but all this other worship of what we have learned from white folks is crazy to me. And then Mr. T says Glaze her like a Krispy Kreme. Says now some sucker is posting vids of him kissing her feet and buying her a G Wagon. Wait, who did that shit? Who did that shit? Buying somebody a G Wagon? These dudes is corny, man. Ain't no fucking them cars be like 200,000 and shit. That bitch gonna be riding around with somebody in her car like Nicole Simpson on these stupid motherfuckers. Velocity Cuss says Fresh BX says salute. And then LD in the building salute. And Fresh BX saying back to Velocity Cuss says NBA young boy says paints his nails though. Man, that fool. And then these bras still fuck with that fool. Oh, he said Dev did that shit. Wait, Dev, let me see what was that. He was saying Dev brought the girl a G-Wagon. Fucking crazy. Ain't no goddamn way. Velocity Cuss says then Tiafimo, another sucker. He another one. Guy with that little flight attendant bra. She quit her flight attendant bra and then took all this nigga money. Then took all of Tiafimo money. That's why dad's sober and shit now. Tio ain't got no money for dope. Hey, sorry, Poppy. Poppy, that shit over with. All that money we made, this new bitch that I barely even know that took it and shit. And rather than working for their line, this bitch flying with my money. Bitch buying tickets and shit. Oh my God, these fools are suckers and fell all the way in love. So then T Fimo spend $250,000 on a G-Wagon, says for his wife, says just to get a divorce, says 3 months later. And Ryan Garcia too. That's what Ryan Garcia, people think he got a CT. That motherfucker Ryan, all these new age fighters ain't got no head trauma. Except remember, what's that little motherfucker called himself Lil Prime B-Hop, Lil B-Hop? He the only one with brain damage out of young fighters. The rest of them, any fools barely been hit on their damn head and shit. These fools ain't got no CTE. These motherfuckers been hit with bitches, purses and shit. Other than that, these fools ain't been touched with shit. They suck it. Yeah, Chris Colbert, the only one of these motherfuckers with brain damage. He the only one been hit in his head. The rest of them ain't fought nobody to hit them in the head. Even if you watch them get punched in the head, they got hit by somebody who can't punch. These fools are just suckers. Certified suckers, man. These fools see a pretty bitch because they ain't never seen one in their life and fall in love. Just fall in love and just open their pocket. These bras tell them how to treat a woman. That's what be the problem. These fools don't know nothing about a bra. They run these gold diggers, and the gold diggers is teaching these fools how to treat a woman. This is how you treat a woman. You take a woman down to Louis Vuitton and go get her some Christian Louis Vuitton because I walk in the blood of Jesus. And then he did all turning to Christian overnight. Be talking Jesus, this and that shit. It been the devil all throughout their damn life. Then they say what you got to do is send your lady half of your check. Then these fools start paying tithes to these motherfucking bras. And then they be like, since we're married, you ought to sign your rights over to me. Now I represent you. Oh, man. And then they be doing that shit. The first one I seen, I think Chris Burr had did that shit. And then Shane Mosley had did that shit. Like, oh my God. You fools is ridiculous. And then Jim Bernard says, so you see them ladies says all dressed up at the boxing event, says trying to land one at all the sporting events. These bitches don't be knowing nothing about sport. They go to basketball games, don't even know what a dunk is. They go to football games, don't even know what a touchdown is and shit. Yeah, they see everybody cheering. Them bitches ain't there for that. Them bitches want to see a player run by. They know the number. They look at the number and they brain start calculating shit. All type of shit AI systems can't figure out. Chat GTP can't crunch numbers faster than these gold diggers. They see the motherfucker jersey number and calculate, man, there's money and this and that. Woo, woo. They calculation of how much the split gonna be, how much they gonna get, and all that other shit. Then they be going after, because not only are they going after the money, they also preying on what you saw at the movie Get Out. They also preying on the movie Get Out. And then they be in hopes that they land in here because all this eugenics shit. This is what people talking all that Christy Sanger, motherfucking child. What is that? Planned Parenthood ain't the fucking issue. And all that eugenics shit. The motherfucking gold digging broad is practicing eugenics. Especially them NBA loving broads and the motherfucking NFL loving broads. They ain't went at the track stars yet because track stars don't get paid shit like these dudes. They been here hoping to get DNA because some people buy into that shit. The genetics coming from the DNA is gonna make you have a super superior child. So now they go after milking these old suckers in the NBA and all that shit to hoping for a boy, then getting this boy into the basketball court and hoping they land into the NBA. And then now the mother is in her second cycle of now preying on her child. These broads is ridiculous, homie. Ridiculous than a motherfucker. Some of them thought it would. Some of them try to go with the rap way. They try to get a rapper to get them pregnant, try to get that money, and then think it'll birth the genetics of a rapper. And that nigga, that's how you got mumble rap. A gold digging bitch done had a rapper baby and then brought her dumbass child to the studio, and that nigga start dropping some old dumbass bars, and now we got mumble rap. You blame the gold digging bitch that fuck with the rapper. And then let me see. Give me 1 second, folks. Hold on. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right. And then Abin LD says your title of this one says on point, says true as fuck. Yes indeed, bro. Yes indeed. And then Mark Summers says Tank was supposed to fight Jake Paul first. Yeah, but he's too busy in the club snatching a bra he loved off of a stripper pole and shit. And then like I be seeing videos, motherfuckers be going tracking they bras down, they bras all in other niggas' cars and parking lot. These fools still fight for the bras, snatching her out, wanting to pull guns on dude. Like, man, you are with a whore. The fuck are you doing? I find if I ever walked in and caught my bitch cheating, I'm gonna let it go down. I'm walking off. You ain't about to see me spaz out. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. That shit gonna probably be, if you depend on your level of love for the bitch. You think I'm about to be a nigga that walks in, for one, it may be, bitch, you disrespecting my house. But I walk in and catch that shit, I'm gonna let the bitch know, hey, bitch, continue on what you doing. I see your shit. I ain't about to make this no secret. Y'all enjoy y'all shit. The fuck I looking like about to lose my freedom over a bitch? I'm about to fight for this bitch, get charges pressed. Hell fucking no. I'm out this hole. So I see these fools tracking they broad down, knowing your broad doing some more fair shit, and then you lose your mind. You can catch that bitch. Now the law flips. You can't go, oh, I caught my bitch cheating and shit, so I beat the fuck out of her and then attack the dude. Sir, there is no law that protects you. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Then the bitch show up to your trial after you'd have been found guilty with this motherfucker that made you lose your mind if you ain't killed a motherfucker. Now they all in the courtroom kissing after the judge that sentenced your motherfucking ass to 38 years and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no way. Agent Mass says, them sucker dudes says got hit by the Reggie spell. Says pay like Reggie White. Says that's the Reggie way. Hell no, that's the Asian math way. Mr. T says Tank is in Leonard Ellaby's attic. It says like Anne Frank. For real, that fool somewhere. The FBI gonna get his ass. They gonna get that little short motherfucker. Just follow that damn hair grease. The grease that made him take a knee. That's all they gotta follow is that grease that got in his eye when Roach was kicking his ass. And then Mark Summers says he lost his payday, says because he was sucker made. Facts. And then Fresh BX says, is Tank really on the run? Says, I don't believe that. Says, sounds like that Big U thing. Says, he turned himself in like what the next day? Man, Tank on the run, man. Tank in the running with Tyrannosaurus Rex arm legs. And then Miss T in a rolling. And then OD says, Lysa Cuss says, ain't no video, says KO crying. And then Miss T says he'll change his name, says from Tank to G-Wagon, man. Fucking G-Wagon. And then Mark Summers in there laughing at Asian math. Mr. T says Floyd bragged about he says he bragged about shrinking off what is $1 million on Miss Jackson or tricking off. I don't know how you put shrinking off. Miss Jackson says just for Nelly to crack. Yeah, he did all that buying that woman that lifestyle. Just and flaunting it to the world like how much he can spend. Money ain't shit. And that ain't stopped that bitch from wanting to go fuck EIEIO was popping tonight. That bitch heard that shit in the club and saw Nelly and said, fuck Floyd. Oh, man. She said, fuck all that shit because them bags don't mean nothing. I ain't there about to buy a bitch a bag. I don't give a fuck. I sat on $30 billion. Bitch, you better never tell me your purse costs no fucking, it better, I won't even buy a bitch $1,000 purse. Fuck no. Or don't tell me that shit. I would, man, what this fucking purse do? That purse better have like a secret compartment you can hide in or some shit. Cause I'm gonna kick your ass. Fuck all that shit. That barrack better do some special shit. Better be a hammer in that motherfucker for you to swing back at me or something. The hell with that shit. That motherfucking bag bulletproof. Like, get the fuck out of here. That you dumb enough that a store just sat there for 5 minutes, made this shit. Let me make this, put a little bit of shiny metal trinkets on the edge, and let me line the inside with this shit and call it something special. And the craftsman took this long to stitch it on damn well. Machine did the shit. What else dumb shit they buying that makes them think this shit worth this shit? Let's put LVs all over this shit and make it the same color every other bag is. But this time we gonna tell them that this gold one, and we'll say made in let's put Roman numbers. They don't know how to read that shit. It just look fancy for the stupid motherfucker. And then make it a little latch, and then now put it on the shelf and throw $5,000 on it. And then here come the bitch with stupid motherfucking trick ass dude and walking in. Oh my god, this bag is so special. They didn't put all this craftsman and spend the 30,000 hours in making this bag. And the bag got made last night, stupid. And these motherfuckers go on the shelf and buying this shit. Ain't no fucking way. And then Mr. T says tricking, not shrinking. And then Asian Mass says, if I ever paid a bitch, says I change her, says I'll charge her by the inch. Facts. Man, you paying these bitches $3 did. Or they probably charge you about fucking $100 each inch you talking about. That fool paying bitches $300. And then in 30 minutes, in 3 minutes, that nigga done spent $1,000 and shit. That motherfucker lasted 1 second with these bras, and they say re-up. And then Mr. T says athletes want women, says that have been marinated in rapper semen, man. Yeah, these fools is crazy out here. Ain't no way, man. If I'm a promoter, or even if I own the team, I'm gonna have me a flock of bitches I'm gonna hire to go right back at them fools, and I want these bras collecting that money back. I'm gonna find some lower bras. You gonna be loyal to me, bro. I own this team. You go out there and get these fools, make them spend this shit. Yeah, they got these new purses out there, but I'm gonna need you to go motherfucking return that bag. You don't even like the bag. We're gonna refund that fucking bag. Get this money out the stupid motherfucker. You gonna have them buy you this car. I want you to motherfucking total that motherfucker out. We're gonna take the insurance money. Bitch to rode the subway all day like he did buying these bitches G-Wagons. These fools done found bitches that been riding the bus. Bitch got a bus pass when these niggas met her. And they'd be like, man, I don't want to always have to pick you up, girl. How about we go to Mercedes and I get you a G-Wagon? This bitch got motherfucking a monthly subway pass. You done put her in a damn G-Wagon. This bitch done crashed this motherfucker on the parking lot. Stupid motherfucker. She put her bus pass up on the dash and thinking that's a motherfucker way to get her a free ride in that motherfucker. These bitches don't know how to drive. These niggas buying $100,000 cars and shit. Mr. T said the Big Baby Miller shit. And let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all this shit because I gotta go. Y'all might as well stop writing. Mr. T says, and we doing a music show later on. And then Mr. T says, God finesse says, let me see. Mark Nass says, use Hermes Kelly purses cost a man. The motherfucker's stupid as fuck to pay that much. Ain't no fucking. I wish a bitch would use my. Let alone I ain't giving the broad no credit card. That kind of sucker shit. I will crack her over her goddamn head with that shit. You don't take this shit the fuck back. You better tell them to take 3 of them goddamn zeros off of that shit. $180,000. Hell no. Mr. T says God finesse says by a stewardess says, and Dan spiraled says when he found out she was getting cracked by a black man. Oh, she was getting knocked down by a black dude, huh? These fighters is some suckers and shit. Maybe you gonna take that black shit out on Shakur. And Shakur say that's why your wife getting fucked by a black dude. Teofimo may fuck around and knock Shakur out right as he say that shit. Mr. T or Tio may end up crying and shit. Shakur should say that shit. Tio fuck around, nervous breakdown the ring if Shakur say that. Agent Matt says them sucker dudes says got hit by the Reggie spell. Says paid like Reggie way. Says that's the Reggie way. No, Asia, you be out here tricking, homie. You be out here tricking, just like a real sugar daddy ass nigga would. And then Mr. T says, tell him to get the fuck out to get the fuck out, says, and take the bitch with him. Absolutely. I caught a broad cheat on me. Yeah, y'all can get the fuck on. It will never be a broad house because I'll never go in with a broad like that. Y'all gotta get the fuck out. Like I ain't about to be all that tripping shit, all this needing to fight and all this other shit, unless you get disrespectful. But you can have that, bro. I ain't fighting for no broad. And you know, it'd be funny when these fools catch their bras cheating. The bras, they even sit down with the broad while she crying and shit with them. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. These fools crazy as fuck. And if Blasey Cuss says, gotta keep it player, says like that Moroccan footballer says Hakimi says, and put everything on your mama's name. Man, I wouldn't do none of that shit. Bitch, you ain't about to touch this shit. But it's cold that he had to do that shit. There's no way you getting that kind of lifestyle. If you ain't met a bra who you grew up with, you gotta have a bra. Y'all got history. That's why it's important to develop relationships. Ain't no relationship I develop out you knowing I'm rich and then you looking for sponsorship. Ain't no fucking way. Don't know that shit ain't gonna. It can't work like that because you're looking for something. You're looking for sponsorship and then think you're gonna get away with shit. You looking at the laws because that'd be the other cold thing. These motherfuckers study the laws to learn how to milk you and shit. And our system should not be used to milk people. We shouldn't have a system, a court system that is filled with so many motherfuckers running in that shit to try to take something for free from somebody over feelings being hurt and all this other shit. And then could go in there with the dramatics. They fuck out of here. Mr. T saying Tank, and he says probably ain't have to spend a dime either. And then Mark says, yeah, that's what he's saying with the Hermes bag costs $180,000. Man, that motherfucking Hermes bag kicked out that motherfucking store. And then or get kicked back in the store with her ass. And then Miss T says, fuck out of here. And he says to Mark, says, salute, Mark. And then Mark says, yo, it's a chick in my neighborhood, says, got a trick, says to buy her a black Bentley. Says every time I turn around, says it's a flat tire, donut, says or a dent in it. Says shake my head. Says she treat that car like shit. And that be the other thing. It be bras don't be knowing about changing oil in cars. Because that was the early phase where it be bras, whole engine to blow out their car. They just start the motherfucking drive it. Just start. Don't know shit. Cause like I say, these fools picked them up off the bus stop. The broad ain't never been taught anything about a damn car. She ain't grow up with no father. And they ain't been taught right. That's my reason behind not wanting to be married. A lot of these broads are stupid as fuck. You be spending a lot of time having to play. I'm not a daddy. I don't even like hearing bitches say that shit. How so many bitches be saying that's some of the nasty and weirdest shit I ever heard in my life. Bitches talking about daddy and all that shit while you fucking. You don't shut the fuck up. And so you be having to really teach these broads. The fuck I'm teaching you, a grown ass motherfucker. Like what the fuck is going on? So you buy these fools buying these broads cars. These broads will fucking drive a vehicle, hop in that shit, start the motherfucker, not let the car, not checking where the temperature gauge in the car because they don't know none of that shit. Drive the car for X amount of miles, then drove it for many months and have never seen a shop. That's why so many cars with so much damage to them and having to be in maintenance shops. Cause these suck ass dudes, man, I refuse to be a fucking fool. Like I be hating to be like, bro. It's one thing you gonna make sure your chick come with game, shit, wear shit, lace her up with shit. But when she just super stupid, for me, that shit is a no bueno. That's a no bueno to me. Like you've been poorly raised. You need to be thrown back to the factory. This motherfucker needs to be repaired. We got motherfucking recall on this motherfucker. And that's they fucking parents. Who raised this stupid motherfucker? Then you look at the damn mamas. The mamas stupid as fuck. Big dummies. Oh, we just recycle. We going through a cycle of just stupid ass motherfuckers. Poorly raised, half-ass raised because we dealing with so much uneducated motherfuckers. And being uneducated ain't just on the academics level. It is on life skills. A lot of that shit ain't passed down to people. But it'd be a crazy thing, people buying these broads, all this shit that they don't like. That's why I don't buy broads roses. Much of broads talking about they be wanting that shit. He says, Ho put Memphis Bleak says on his will. I don't know about that, but that's one of his solid ass homeboys, probably like a brother to him and shit. Dan look like a brother. They ain't been rocking with each other this damn long and shit. And then if I had money, I'll put my brother on my shit. And then but going back into this shit, like with like relationships and life skills, like because even this is the thing about relationships, and where it ain't not about breaking bread and shit with people. It is about people unifying and being for one another. Cause we don't get to a point and not looking down on one another. Like you gotta be ready to go for that ride. If a motherfucker go through some health crisis, something may strike that motherfucker. You're gonna be there to really assist this motherfucker, nurse them to help. Cause that's what women are for. Nurturing, and then dudes will nurture their women and shit. And the motherfuckers don't do none of that shit. Motherfuckers just spending all these trips, doing all this shit, and not getting to know each other, just wasting away shit, enjoying quick moments. It's like, man, what the fuck are people doing out here with this shit? And like I say, I don't do none of this shit. People be like, man, you are crazy for that shit. You can't do it. And now I be looking at as the internet age come about and all this shit I've been talking about and watching everybody sitting here crying like motherfuckers. I ain't never done that shit because I already knew what the game was. I knew what I wouldn't tolerate, and I knew what bras wouldn't tolerate from me. So it was a mutual understanding. That's why you don't find me crying. Never cried and begged for a relationship like that. Ever in my life. I don't give a fuck how pretty the chick was. Like, hell no, I love me. Fuck you talking about. I love me. And that's be the one thing bras be crying about. You don't care about shit, man. You crazy as fuck. Bitch, I ain't about to be broken mentally and all that shit. I'm too mentally strong, too on point with shit, and I'm a nice motherfucker. But I ain't about to do all this shit with motherfuckers that been taught in this world that you just give the world to a girl. Ain't about to do that shit. Not about to buy roses for what? For them to die? You don't give a fuck about them. You thinking it's these gestures that other people done pass down. I'm not. You can't pass down gestures or lessons on how to prove love and all that shit that's taught by other motherfuckers who I don't accept they shit. Don't accept none of that shit. I was looking at some other shit. It was one, you know how they do them street interviews, people live in a club and they ask people little random questions off street. It was a fool in there talking about buying a ring. He'll always upgrade the ring every 5 years. I'm not doing none of that shit. That's supposed to solidify like the testament of a person's love, like through some material shit, some shit made by some other motherfucker that's gonna go into that motherfucker's pockets that I gotta prove that way to show that I love you. It's some of the dumbest shit people accept. That's almost like telling kids that Santa brought them gifts. Like, I'd be like, man, what the fuck is going on with society? I've been way more advanced than motherfuckers and have always stood true on the shit that I've spoken about for a long time. This shit I be saying on here is shit I say as a young, little ass dude through observing other people's shit. I learned through observation. That's why I ain't going through the headaches and certain shit. One through headaches and environmental shit. But as far as shit controlling the own life, like hell no, I wouldn't dare put up with that shit. And you should tell bros that shit early on, man. I ain't with that shit. I ain't about to do none of that marriage shit. I ain't about to be hounding you. I tell bros that shit. I don't do none of that chasing shit. I'm not about to chase after you. I'm not in competition with nobody. Bros used to try to hit with motherfuckers that try to force you in a relationship. Like they talk to this motherfucker or what are we type shit. We ain't shit. We fucking around. Shit, we cool. Let's stay. Keep it this way. Let it build naturally. Don't rush this shit. And that be the thing. Everybody's in a fucking rush. Stop rushing this shit. Let it build. Everything cool until you want to start rushing shit. And then think you got to change up. Because now you think you about to have your clutches on me. And that shit ain't about to happen. Like, hell no. And that dude be having to act some other way. Can't be yourself. Like, and I like talking the shit I talk and being on here, bro. I gotta accept that in me at this point. Like, hell no. Because I'm my happiest right now. Shit. You about to be changing up and shit. Or broads who dig and like what's because a lot of broads be liking to dig what the hell I be talking and how I talk. But I ain't trying to settle down because it come with changes. I can talk this way and get abroad. And in the minute you commit to that shit, all type of changes, they be wanting to change shit. You ain't about to change me. So therefore, we gotta go our separate ways. And that's just the real gist of that shit. Because motherfuckers who are that way, bras gonna respect that shit. Because they venture off and want to go that other route, and then you find them coming right back into your lap. Like, fuck out of here. You motherfuckers is fools, man. People gotta learn to accept the way people are and what makes them happy. Because people find happiness in a motherfucker when you being attracted to a motherfucker, just being its natural self. And then people go in these relationships and then bore shit the fuck up. Because why? They done been taught that shit from other motherfuckers. Usually some older, outdated motherfucker that done brought the role of this new taught church shit into your fucking world. But when you all in the club, you're wildest and you're funnest and most active, that's when everything happens with motherfuckers. And then how do people sarge shit in their relationships, changing shit up, boring it the fuck up? People gotta learn to laugh at each other, kill that insecurity shit, have the best of time with each other, laugh with each other, conversate with each other, and even when you fall out with each other, learn how to fucking fix that shit. Because I be even listening to like older chicks who be talking about in their relationships. Yeah, everybody gonna go through this shit. You may done shit. But the one thing motherfuckers who really working on wanting to be with each other, who live with each other, they ain't never about to go to sleep mad at each other or separated from each other. And that's key to a lot of that shit. But that's all I got, folks. Let me get out of here, go get my kid, and then we'll do that. We'll do our rap show, man. I'm playing a bunch of corrupt shit. I don't know what Deuce playing. We do the West Coast Wednesday. I might even want to go. I wanted to do some damn music kind of yesterday after I had wanted to talk about Trump until that Corey Holcomb and that dude shit popped up. But I want to do more music. Cause damn, what music I was on? I come across some what I want to do yesterday. Was it jazz or some shit? No, it was some oldies. That's what I wanted to do. I want to do more oldies. My oldies are gonna be samples. That's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna sneak it in so I didn't have to. I was gonna be selfish on that one. I was gonna sneak that shit in so nobody joined the panel. I was just gonna be playing music. Cause I come across more. I've been liking that shit that I hear other music sample off of and shit. So I made me a cold ass playlist of that shit. But we be on West Coast Wednesdays later today. So I'll catch you guys. Peace. I'm out of here.